Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about function commands and how your DCC system works, as well as SoundTraxx's innovative FlexMap function mapping. So first up, let's talk quickly about how the DCC system works and how it sends commands to your locomotive. Now your system may be different than the one I happen to have in my hand, so I'm going to keep it to the back so that way this can be just representative of a DCC system. Now when I push the buttons on this, or I turn the thumb wheel or adjust the knob, this is basically creating a command that's being sent to the track. Now the command for this locomotive may be structured something as, hey everybody listen up, Locomotive 5856, move forward, speed step 10, turn on F0, turn on F1, and turn on F4. Now it's up to our decoder to determine which ones of those functions and how to respond when it's told to turn on F0, F1, and F4. That's it. That's how the DCC communication is. So there's no backwards compatibility, there's no feedback that the decoder ever received the command, it just simply sends the command out. Now once the decoder receives the command, it is then brilliant on how it handles the task. And this is when it looks into the function mapping. So function mapping for SoundTraxx is called FlexMap function mapping, and this allows you to take any function and assign it to any button. So when the decoder receives a, hey everybody listen up, Locomotive 5856, turn on F1, the decoder then goes into the memory banks and looks through and finds which functions are assigned to F1. So when that happens, we turn on F1, the decoder says, ah, that's the bell. That's what I need to respond to. So when I turn on my F1, you hear the bell respond. It's really that simple. So with SoundTraxx FlexMap function mapping, you can take any effect and assign it to any button. So when the DCC system sends out a command, hey Locomotive 5856, activate function 20, you can actually have function 20 turn on the bell rather than function 1. It's entirely up to you. Now the other part of our FlexMap function mapping is that you can automatically trigger effects, including lighting and sound effects, when you're moving forward or moving reverse, stopped in forward and stopped in reverse. This way you can automatically trigger, say, something like the ditch lights, for example, to automatically come on when you start moving in the forward direction. This way you don't have to go and figure out which buttons to push to activate function 24. Now the other key about our FlexMap function mapping is that you can trigger more than one effect with a single button. So say for example if I wanted to turn on the function 0 and I want the light and the bell to trigger, I can tell the decoder that by setting both of those CVs to a value of 0. So when the 0 key is sent and the command comes out, hey Locomotive 5856, turn on F0, the decoder will go into its memory banks and say, I'm supposed to turn on my headlight and my bell. Now this innovative technology was developed first with the Econami, and it is a SoundTraxx exclusive. So be sure to check out the user's guide for more information now.